So, first impressions. All right, we're talking about networking here, right? What do we already know about first impressions? You can just shout it out. What have we always heard about first impressions?
You make a judgment in the first 5 seconds.
You make a judgment in the first 5 seconds. Allison, thank you.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression.
It's a lasting impression.
It's a lasting impression, right? Okay. Chris?
Usually the correct one.
It's usually correct. I want you to hold on to that one. That one's really good. John?
More than half is nonverbal.
Very good. More than half is nonverbal. You're getting way ahead of us here. All right. There's a whole book about first impressions that fascinated me when I read it, and I've recommended it to countless people. And the book's called Blink. It was written by Malcolm Gladwell. It's the same guy that wrote The Tipping Point. I know a lot of you have heard of The Tipping Point, right? Same guy wrote the book Blink. Blink is about the adaptive unconscious. The subtitle of the book is The Power of Thinking Without Thinking. It's all these snap judgments, snap decisions that we make, all these assessments that we make in just like a couple seconds. I recommend the book highly. Really neat, a lot of case studies. And I'm going to share one of these case studies with you. So, he poses the question. He says, if you were taking a college course, how long would it take you to assess the professor? Would it take you a day, a week, a month, a whole semester? How long? How long would it take you to assess the effectiveness of that professor? Well, they did a study. They brought in groups of people to watch a video clip of a professor. This video clip was 10 seconds long, and it had no sound. Just video, 10 seconds, right? And they said, here, fill out this assessment form. Next, they brought in students to watch a 5-second clip. No sound, 5 seconds. Here, fill out this assessment. And the results from that group were almost identical to the first group's. Next, they brought in students, and they said, here, we want you to watch this video clip. 2 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Might as well have been a photograph. Here, assess this guy. The results were almost identical. The real shocker is they asked a group of college students who had taken that professor's course for an entire semester to assess the professor, and the results were almost identical. What does that tell us about first impressions?
They're developed in 2 seconds.
They're developed in 2 seconds. Chris, what did you say earlier?
They're usually the correct one.
They're usually the correct one. Okay, so here's my take on it, because we've all heard, they happen in 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 30 seconds. Here's my take on it. First impressions happen in about 3 seconds. In the next 27 seconds, all we're doing is gathering evidence to prove ourselves right.